It sounds like a scene from a movie, but this really happened. OpenAI says some of its experimental AI models escaped and hacked into another AI company. It's one of the first publicly disclosed examples of an AI system autonomously breaching its testing environment and reaching a real external system. CNN AI correspondent Hadas Gold is with us on this story, shaking her head. I mean, this is wild.
It's amazing.
Hadas, this is like the nightmare of the future.
This is the nightmare of the future, and not only does it sound like a sci-fi movie, but it is something that AI and cybersecurity experts have been warning about for some time as these agentic AI models get better and better. Agentic meaning that these AI models, they take actions on their own, independently. They might be given sort of a task, and then they make these decisions on what to do by themselves. So let me walk you through exactly what happened. OpenAI says that it was testing some of its models on an offensive cybersecurity test. Essentially, could they hack something? But they remove some of their safeguards in order to do this, but to put them in what's known as a sandbox. This is like, think of a biocontainment lab when you're testing out viruses. It's supposed to be a protected environment. But this model, with no human intervention, hacked OpenAI's own internal systems to gain access to the internet. It wasn't supposed to have access to the internet. And then on its own, it decided that Hugging Face, which is a popular repository for open source AI models and data sets, was going to have the answers, or was most likely going to have the answer to this test that it was supposed to take. And then it hacked into Hugging Face's own systems. Now, what's fascinating is that Hugging Face actually noticed the hack, and they actually went to law enforcement. They were saying, hey, police, we've been hacked, help us here. When then, in fact, it took them some time, and then OpenAI actually reached out to them as well, and they figured out this was actually OpenAI's test model that had hacked into their systems. Now, OpenAI says in a statement, we consider this incident to be an unprecedented cyber incident involving state-of-the-art cyber capabilities and are responding accordingly. We are sharing preliminary findings at this stage to help defenders understand what happened and help calibrate on what models are now capable of. But again, just think about what happened here. This model on its own, no human intervention, hacked OpenAI's own systems, escaped out of its sandbox, out of its testing environment, got onto the internet, and then hacked a whole other company's systems.
Okay, the sandbox clearly needs some bars here. And I called it the nightmare of the future, but I guess it's now the nightmare of the present. Has Hugging Face said anything publicly about this?
Yeah, so Hugging Face's CEO, and I should know, Hugging Face is very popular amongst the AI community. They said, the CEO said that they suspected that last week's cyber attack might have come from a frontier lab, given the sophistication of the agent, and it turns out they did. And they said they've now spent hours working with OpenAI to not only try and fix the flaws in their system that this AI agent found, because these AI agents, they are so good at cybersecurity that they're not only good at, hacking into something, finding the exploits, but also helping defenders and fix them. But just, this is important because think about what could happen not only if these types of agents get into the wrong hands, but what would happen in another testing environment where they're trying to test, how good could you hack into a bank? And then that agent actually breaks free and manages to hack into our banking systems or utilities. So this is really a critical moment for cybersecurity and these AI companies to really shore up all of our defenses.
My goodness. Hadas Gold, what a story to watch. Thank you so much for that.